Good morning. This is Doc T. We've had some questions posted up about the arch, how to strengthen it, dealing with orthotics, plantar fasciitis, and these type of cases. So I'm going to run through some quick, simple things you can do to help strengthen the arch. Understand the arch in and of itself is already structured and designed to absorb pressure. So, don't ask. So we got the foot when it hits the ground. As your foot hits the ground, you watch the toes, it hits and it splays naturally. That arch maintains whatever genetic arch you were born with, basically, whatever your DNA set up, and that arch is maintained. When you have an arch that starts to fall, or you start to overpronate, meaning your whole body kind of shifts inward like this, that's more of function than it is an arch problem. So I have a video on YouTube about orthotics, so you can go into that. But if you have an arch problem where you're a little bit weak in the arch and you need some strengthening in there and need some mobility, or stability built into it, then you have to start looking at other things, especially up the chain. So I'll have another video later on about how to take care of your hip stuff and why your foot gets involved. But today I want to jump right into the foot stuff. So you got an arch problem, you have arch pain, you have a fallen arch, you're wearing orthotics, or you have plantar fasciitis. These all kind of fall under that same umbrella. First things first, spend $7, get 3 lacrosse balls, tape them together, get it going, get 2 or 3 of them, one in your car, one in your house, one in your office, okay? Hopefully your coworkers don't mind if you take your shoe off at work, so fingers crossed, keep it under your desk so they don't see. Women, especially if you're wearing high heels and it's often that you're wearing them throughout the day, as soon as you get to your desk, get this sucker out on the ground, get the shoe off and try to roll out that foot. When you're put in that position where your toes are cranked like that and your arch is in that position, really bad for the feet. And what you'll notice, you'll start to get that toe that goes over to the side there a little bit. That's created by that position. So this will be even more helpful for you. Guys, when you wear the work shoes, a little heel on the platform that's not flat, it's like a high heel for men. So all this falls in the same place. Here we go with this. Roller, foot, roll. Literally that's it. So if I'm sitting at my desk, I'm rolling out the foot right now, you can just roll until you hit a sweet spot. If you find a spot that kind of makes you go, ooh, a little tender, take your toes, flex them, extend them, flex them, extend them 4 or 5 times, move on to the next spot. When you're done with that center position, just roll your foot over a little bit so your arch gets on this other ball. This is why I like the three lacrosse ball burrito. Roll out that arch, just like that. Get to the outside, hit that arch there. Good, just like that. And you can do that 5, 6, 10, 12 times a day. There's no limitation on what you can do with this. That's the mobility portion. Now, to get some stability back into the foot, simple exercise you can do even at your desk, okay? Your foot's hanging off the chair. You're gonna take your toes, you're gonna curl them up, and you're just gonna do circles. Just like this way, and this way. You go back and forth. You're trying to go as big a circle as you can, obviously without pain. You're gonna have limitations. Some of you will be like, I'm gonna be right here for a while, and then eventually you'll start to get your feet out there, okay? If your arch starts to cramp or anything like that, just stop, get the roller back out and roll it out a little bit. It just means you have a deconditioned foot, okay? Which is very common, again, when we're dealing with these foot issues. So, once you're done with that one, you can then point the toe down, go this way, point the toe down, flex the toes, pull the toes up, extend back. Flex down, point the toes, pull back. So when you do this part here, you should feel a stretch back here. When you put it down like that, you should feel a stretch on the top. And these you can do literally 4 or 5 reps of them. Do it 4 or 5 times up and down, hit the roller, root circles, and you can do them throughout the day. There's no scheme. It's not 3 sets of 10, only in the morning, only at night. I have to do them all in order, succession of each movement. You can do them whatever you want. You'll eventually find that the flexion extension one or the circle one of those two is going to feel really good to you when you do it. That's the one I want you to do the most often. So don't get stuck and have to do all these. Find that one that really helps. For those that rolling out really helps, make sure you're doing that 5, 6 times a day above everything else. Okay? The last one, take your foot when you're hanging out there and just do the alphabet. So I'm going to take my foot, I'm going to do capital letters. I'm going to go A, then B, don't worry if you can't read my sign language, C, D, and so forth, and go A to Z. Okay? All of those activities, all of those exercises, you can do 1, you can do 2, you can do all of them. They're all basically going to help the ankle function, the foot function, and the toe function. Because when you have an arch problem or you have a heel problem, you have a function problem, not just I pulled something here, outside of a trauma, of course. So, again, got all the exercise here. We got the rolling out. We understand the basics of the arch. Look on YouTube. I have more videos as far as orthotics, plantar fasciitis, things like that you can do to treat. Hope this helps again. I'll see you next time.